Do what you love. That message is all over YouTube. Let's talk about it.
This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time.
So this is about as impromptu as it gets. I'm still working on more of the office build out and painting, and my fan's too loud in the background, but I really don't care. It was just a quick thought I had when I was working on all this stuff that over the past 2 years, I've been working on building my own dream. And I knew what I had to do because I was taking all the notes that needed to be taken, literally, during the last few years of my tenure with another company that I quit to pursue what I'm doing now, which is YouTube, flying my drone, F9A.co, and Chatbot Concierge, and all the things that I'm working on right now that everybody says I'm spread way too thin.
I'm spread way too thin.
But you know what? I'm making each one of them work. But basically, I'm going back to things that I heard people say to me over the past few years, which is, you're never going to get it done working out of the office garage. You've got to get out there and meet people, which I eventually did. But I knew I had to get everything right here before I could go out and sell what I've been thinking about doing.
He had a plan.
So the drone footage is kicking ass. The chatbot startup is kicking ass. Front End Agency is kicking ass. Got clients, paying clients with every single one of those gigs, and there's a lot more on the way. And now I have this with all you, or YouTube. So I've gone from under 100 subscribers and I'm getting near 200 now. So, I mean, I would like to reach a bigger audience because I think I'd like to help more people. So, you know, you'll see that little giveaway that I'm starting soon. But anyway, it was just reaffirmation or affirmation that whatever your dreams are, if you're working on something that you feel you can make happen and you know, and it might take a little bit of time and you have the resources to get, like, for me, I had to use a 401k that I had saved up for. God, what I wish I knew now, what I knew then, what I could have done with that money. But I used the 401k. I used a good portion of it. Luckily, things caught on and I'm on my way up now before I depleted everything. But it took me a good year and maybe 3 to 4 months for things to really start to hash out and to make a little money. I put some angry videos out there when I got let go, 5 days after Christmas, where I ran up a pretty nice American Express bill. But you know what? I got it paid off. And I guess the point of this whole thing, if you have a dream and you have something inside of you that you feel that you can make work, then run with it. Don't be a part of building someone else's fortune. And if you feel that you can build your own. If you're one of those people that's watching this, you're like, what's this guy talking about? I need to do something comfortable. I need a salary. Then turn the video off. And I'm never going to be the kind of person that's going to sit at a cubicle and build someone else's dream and help make someone else money. I'm going to make every single cent of what I do is going to come to me. And that's just the way I am and the way I'm built. So this is for the believers, and this is for the believers in yourself. And you need to believe in you before you can get any of this done. So if you have an idea for a business, however stupid everyone else thinks it might be, I was told chatbots aren't going to be a thing. And that was pretty much the last straw where I was working previously, and the last place that I will ever work for somebody else, even though I had a lot of freedom there and I got to work from my home office, and it never was going to be wholly mine. Whatever you're doing that you have an idea for, it's not stupid. It's not stupid if you believe that you can work and you can get someone to pay you for your ideas. You're on the right path. So if you have that silly business idea, I'm going to be putting out a lot more kind of business development ideas because, like I mentioned, Rotospace is everything under the drone. I've got my drone stuff that I'm going to try to prioritize for the channel, but then I've got stuff like this because I've been around the block a few times and I've seen things done the right way. I've seen things done the wrong way. And I'm never going to be perfect. I mean, look at what's going on behind me. It's an absolute mess, but I don't care. Hopefully you who is listening to this and maybe going to that 9 to 5 that you dread every day and you don't know what's next and you're just going and you're punching the clock and that was me. Seriously, I get where you are if you're one of those people. I was one of those people who going through the motions. I mean, I really was. I had some great ideas, but it was like I'd bring those ideas to the company and they'd be shot down like the Red Baron on, what is it, Thanksgiving or Christmas? But yeah, I have all these great ideas and they'd be shot down. But you know what? Like I mentioned in my productivity hacks video, Evernote, baby. Whenever one of those ideas got shot down, I went to Evernote, wrote it down in Evernote, ready for the future. And guess what? There's about 8 or 9 of those ideas that I wrote down during that time that I'm using and putting into practice right now. Whether it's a software as a service thing that I wanted to use and try out to benefit my business, or whatever, just a stupid idea that I thought could help make a workflow better. I mean, I got brushed back on suggesting Slack. Slack just went public. It's a publicly traded company, and it has the ability, in my opinion, to replace email. Why wouldn't you at least give it a shot? But no, we don't need Slack. It's like the same thing 5 or 6 years earlier, Google Apps. No, you know what? I still like Outlook. Outlook is the way to go. And it's one of those things where I don't want to be someone that has to beat someone over the head to get things done. I don't work that way. I've gotten so much more done professionally in the past 2 years than I had for the last 10 at my old job. And it was just because it was a roadblock. Every single time I had an idea, I had to ask someone, hey, can we do this idea? I really think this is great. And I had to pitch it. And it's like, I don't have to do that anymore. So that's the kind of freedom I'm talking about that you can have in your own daily life, because if you have a great idea, chances are it's something that you love doing, or that you are going to love doing, and things are just going to flow. Trust me. I'm not saying to go into the middle of the office and take a dump on the middle of the office floor and say, I'm out, but what I am saying to do is to, in your spare time, grab a piece of software like Evernote or whatever, notes in your iPhone or whatever you like to write on in your Android. Drop your ideas into these notes, and then when you get home at night, spend an hour on it. Just spend an hour on it every night about building your thing, and then you start to see that things take shape, that you can do a lot more than you think. And I'm doing everything that I want to do now in my life, and every day is fulfilling. And I'll even quote the Dirty Heads here. Every night feels like another weekend. And I totally get why they say that, why they sing that in like more than one song. Every night feels like another weekend. Think about it. And good luck to you.
Every night feels like another weekend.